Hello everyone, this is Monica. In today's session, we are gonna teach you how to create a Google Assistant with the help of Python. So let's begin today's session in the voice of Mr. Sachin.
Hello everyone. In this video I'm gonna teach you how to make your own personal Google Assistant using just Python. Now this assistant will do most of the tasks. For example, it will make calls, open apps, search YouTube, search Google, send messages through WhatsApp, Instagram, play music, and etc. For this I'm using Visual Studio Code, and if you don't have one you can download it. Now so I'm gonna make a new file. Let's call her Alexa. So alexa.py. Py is used for the Python extensions. Then in this video I'm going to teach you how to make four functions: a speak function, recognition function, Google search, and YouTube search. Now the first two functions, they are the most important and the basic function of a Google Assistant. So for example, what do your assistant do? You will speak to it, it will understand what you have said, or it will recognize what you have said, so the recognition function. Then after recognizing, it will speak to you or reply to you, the speak function. So these two are the most important and basic function of a Google Assistant. The rest to the Google search and YouTube search, they are the tasks and the tasks you will give to the assistant. Okay, so for first I'm gonna import a module called PyTTSX3. Now if you have any problem in the module importing module, if you don't have the modules, go to the command prompt. Okay, go to the command prompts and write pip space install space the module name. I will show you it at the end. Okay, because it will take time. Now I'm gonna assign a variable called assistant. So assistant is equals to pyttsx3 dot init bracket sepy. Now here is this thing is to understand that if, let's assume, pyttsx3 is a library of functions. Okay, it is a library of functions, then the sepy5 is a bookshelf in that library. Okay, so sepy5 is the speak recognition bookshelf, and it is taken from the Microsoft. So now I'm gonna assign another variable, let's call it voice. So voice is equals to assistant dot get property. I'm gonna take the properties from the sepy, from the bookshelf, and the particular property will be voices. So I've taken the particular book from that bookshelf. So now I'm gonna set some properties. Assistant dot set property, I'm gonna set property voices. Set property means I will make changes according to my likings. So I'm gonna change the voice. I've given the voice ID, let's say 2, then 2.id, and I can change it to 1011, whatever. Okay, what these numbers assigned, they are assigned to the voices. For example, if I have 3 voices, the 0 is assigned to the first voice, 1 is assigned to the second voice, and 2 is assigned to the third voice. So if you want to know how many voices your PC has, just write print voice and it will show the voices. For example, I have 1, 2, and 3 voices. As you can see, not you can see, this one is a man voice, this one is a female voice, and this is kind of similar to the first one but with different accent. Okay, and you can download it from the net also, the voices. Now these are the basic things. Now starting with the functions. So firstly I'm gonna make a speak function. So let's define a function called speak. It will speak to me, then I'm gonna print space. So it is not necessary to print, if you can do if you want and don't if you want. I'm doing is it will give it a space, a pause to start, which looks more professional. After that I'm gonna write assistant dot say. It will say whatever there is in the audio. Audio is the variable. Okay, so if there is audio is equals to bracket something like hello, so it will say hello. Okay, so audio is just a variable, and that variable will have some words to speak. So then it will be assistant dot run and wait. Run and wait is just a function. It will give a pause, also it gives a pause, and the most important, it makes the and the most important, it makes the assistant audible. Okay, now let's run the function.
Hello.
So speak dot hello. I will slow it down. So let's run the function. Speak. Okay, now bracket, double inverted commas, and hello.
Hello.
Okay, so if it has said to hello to me, so it means the function is working properly. Okay, so the first function has done. Now time for the other function. The second function was the recognition function. For this, I'm going to import a module called speak recognition as SR. Now why I'm using SR is that I don't want to write the whole thing speak recognition again and again. Okay, so instead of that I will use SR. So that's why I have written as SR. Okay, now I'm going to define a function. Let's say command. Okay, now this command is equals to SR, sorry, SR dot recognizer. Okay, wait a bit. So command is equals to SR dot recognizer with my SR dot microphone as source. So basically what it do is whatever I said through the microphone, it will recognize it. Okay, and put it everything in the command. Now here you have to understand that this, whenever I write recognizer bracket, microphone bracket, or speak bracket, and at the end I will use task bracket. So these, but why I do these things is that it will start those function. For example, I have written command, so whenever the command will start, okay, if I write if I type command at some point in the future, it will start this function, then it will open this command, and in that SR speak recognition module there are 1000 functions, so it will open the speak recognition function. Okay, and then it will take everything I've said from the microphone function. Hmm? Now this is that. So in simple words, whatever I say in that microphone, okay, it will recognize it and write whatever I've said in words. So print listening, why are you doing this? When the command function will start, it will start this functions, the recognition and microphone, and will write print listening, so that I can understand that, not understand, I know that the function is working, the command function has been activated. Then command dot pause threshold. Now command dot pause threshold is used for how long your assistant will listen to the pauses, okay, or how long your assistant will wait. For example, if you say hello Alexa, how are you? Okay, now you can see I have taken pauses, right? I've taken pauses between hello Alexa, how are you, right? So those pauses are not long enough, so it will understand, it will listen to the whole sentence. But if I said hello then Alexa, so you can see that the pause is long enough, right? So it will only go understand till hello, then will start the other function. See, the next function, the next step, it will start the next step. So that's what, so the pause threshold is used for how long the assistant will listen to the pause before it will go to the next step. Then after that, audio, I will assign a variable audio which will be the command listen source. So whatever I have spoken to the microphone, through the microphone, the command variable will recognize it. Okay, and whatever it has recognized, it will write, or it will put it in a word form in, or in audio. Okay, so it will put all those words in audio. So if I said hello Alexa, how are you? So hello Alexa, how are you, they are all in this audio. Okay, so if I speak, okay, if I start a function speak bracket audio here, so it will say all those words inside that recognized hello Alexa, how are you? Okay, now so there are two possibilities. Okay, There are two possibilities for understanding. First, you will understand it or you don't. Okay, these are the two possibilities. So for this, I'm gonna use try and accept function. Okay, so the first one is try. It will try to understand. So if it understand, okay, if it does understand, very good. And if it doesn't understand, it will return the value and start that command function again. So try print recognize. Why I'm using recognition? Because if it will complete these functions, complete these steps, then if it go to this step, recognizing step, I will know. Okay, if it go to this particular step, I will know that the function is working. The try function has started. So query, I've signed a variable, that's a query command dot recognize slash Google. Now it will understand whatever there is in audio, okay, this audio, and change it. So not change it, it will recognize everything in a English Indian form, okay, in language English Indian. So whatever there is in audio, it will try to understand it in English Indian. Okay, so for example, if I said hello Alexa, how are you, it will understand hello Alexa, how are you in English Indian form. Okay, you can also write it in Hindi, whatever. Hmm? And it will use that Google. Okay, it will use Google for it. Now print, here I'm using f string. Now why f string is used, I will tell you, wait a minute. Here now f string is used. For example, if I write print double inverted commas hello, okay, if I write print double inverted commas hello, it will print hello. If I print double inverted commas hello query, it will print hello query. Okay, but what I want to print is whatever there is in the query. For example, hello Alexa, how are you, that is in the query, right? So I want to print that here. So I'm using f string. F string is used when you use f string, whatever you write in these dictionary brackets, okay, it won't be taken as a part of that inverted commas. So if I don't use here f string, the print function will print you said query, or you said dictionary brackets a query. Okay, but here I have used f string, so the assistant, the function will write you said and whatever there is in the query. Now the try function has done. After that, accept function. So after that, anything else, anything except something recognizable, it will return none. Okay, it will take it as error and return nothing. Okay, so this is used so that it will go back to the listening. It will go back and start that command function again. Then after that, return query dot lower cases. So whatever you have said, whatever there is in the query, okay, so whatever there is in the query, it will write, it will turn those words. For example, there is a capital W, the H, small h, and O, who. Okay, so lower dot query, okay, query dot lower, it will turn all the letters in lower cases. Now let's start this function. So query is equals to command. Now this is one thing to understand. Whenever I write command bracket or speak bracket, recognize bracket, task bracket, the function I'm gonna use in the future. Okay, so this will start those functions. For example, if I write query is equals to command, so it will start that command function I've just done. Then I'm gonna use if, elif, and else. Okay, if, elif, and else, they are used as a conditions. So for example, if dash dash dash, if this is here, you will do this. Elif, this is here, you will do this. Elif, this is here, you will do this. And then else is used if nothing in the above, okay, nothing in the above is used, you will do this. So for example, if hello, if there is hello in the query, For example, if I said anything in the query like hello, how are you? So if hello in the query, the function will speak to me hello sir, else it will speak repeat sir, or whatever, kindly repeat sir. So let's start the function.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I should slow it down a bit.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. As you can say, it will
Hello, sir.
recognition function has start, and he said hello. Now if I said anything else
Hello.
instead of hello, it will speak repeat sir. Let's start again.
Badawan Bamba.
For example, I said Baraban Bamba.
Repeat, sir.
So it said repeat sir. Okay, so it means our function is working now. So we have done the recognition function and the speak function, the basic important functions, right? Now time for the task functions. Okay, so for this I'm gonna define a function called task. Okay, I'm gonna define a function called task while true. So I'm gonna make a loop. Okay, here I'm gonna make a loop. As you have seen this, when I use this function, okay, the above function query is equals to command and da, da, da. So what happened that after one said hello to me, the function has stopped, but I want it to repeat again and again. Okay, for example, if I said hello, he said hello, then it will go to the start and again ask me, or you can say it will again start listening to me. Then I give it a command, it will do the command, then again start listening to me. Okay, so for this I'm using while loop, and while loop is used to so that the function will go on loop again and again, again and again, till it is said to be stopped, and that is break function. So if I use break in any of the command, it will stop that loop function. For example, if I said rest and then the rest is break, so it will stop that loop. I'll use it in the future. So while true, I'm going to use these functions. This are the basic things. Okay, now you can write as many as you want. Okay, you can write as many as you want speak functions. So now elif hello, sorry, not hello. If I said how are you today, okay, or if I said how are you in query, it will speak very fast. I'm good sir. And now starting with the search function. Okay, search first. I'm gonna start with search YouTube. So if there is search YouTube, if I said search YouTube in the query, for example, search YouTube, Alexa search YouTube Ramayana, so it will search YouTube. Okay, so for this I'm gonna import another variable, sorry, not variable. So in this I'm gonna import another module called web browser. Now web browser is used, it will search or browse anything in that browser. For example, even if I said hello, so it will search hello in that URL section. Okay, that's what web browser do. So after recording, now see this thing, whenever there, if you search anything in YouTube, you will notice one thing. Okay, if you go to the URL, whatever you search, for example, if I search hazy, yes, I've searched hazy, right? Now you can see that in here this is common. These YouTube search query is equals to hazy. Whatever I have searched, it will write here. For example, if I search something else, let's say music, okay, you can see that the function, the URL has changed, but only that music, whatever I search is changed here. Okay, so I can write the whole URL here and just change that what I want to search. So I'm gonna do the same thing in my web browser. So what I'm gonna do is that in web browser I'm gonna search this whole thing. Okay, in web browser I'm gonna search this whole thing and change this music or hazy according to me. Okay, the rest will be the same. So let's say, so first whatever there is in the query I will remove. So firstly I'm gonna remove such some things. So I'm gonna replace YouTube with space. Okay, with space or nothingness. So why I'm doing this, because if I said search YouTube hazy, yes, search YouTube music, so the query, my query is search YouTube hazy. The whole thing is there in the query. So if I search this query, the YouTube will search YouTube hazy. Okay, and I don't want this. Only want that hazy part. So I'm gonna remove or replace that YouTube with nothing. Okay, then I'm also gonna replace that search from my query, right? And again with nothing else. After that I'm gonna assign a variable, let's call it web. I'm gonna assign a variable, let's call it web. Now here you can see I have written the whole URL here, right? So and I'm just gonna remove that search part. Okay, what I'm gonna search, then I will write plus query. So it will make this whole, it will make it look like that this query is here. After equal to, the query will be used. Okay, so you can also use f string here if you want to. For example, you will use a string here, a string, inverted commas, whole thing, and after equal to you will use dictionary brackets, and inside that dictionary bracket you will write query. Okay, however you want you can use it. Now I'm gonna go web browser dot open bracket web, so it will open in the web browser web. So now after searching it will write these are the results. So now task bracket, now I said that task brackets are used whenever you write task bracket or the function bracket, it will start that function. So after task function, let's pause it, slow it down a bit.
Hello.
If I say
Search YouTube Ramayana.
so it will search YouTube for Ramayana.
These are the results, sir.
As you can see, it has searched YouTube for Ramayana, and in the search bar there is Ramayana area. Okay, now after that, how to break that loop. Okay, the second part is how to break that loop. First, it is simple, you just have to write break. So elif, if I say rest now, okay, elif, if I say rest now in the query, it will first speak to me yes sir, then it will break the loop. So
Just now.
Pizza.
so I haven't saved that file, so first I will save it. So first I will save it, then
Yes, sir.
you can see that it has broken the loop. Okay, now after this I will use I will make the Google search function. So Google search is not that, the Google search URL is not that simple. So for that I'm gonna use another module called PivotKit. Okay, PivotKit basically used for Google search. Now elif Google, if there is Google in the query, so I will remove that Google from the query, and also the Alexa from the query. Okay, now search whatever, Google search, the things I don't want in that query, I will just remove him, replace him with space or nothing. Now pivotkit dot search will search in Google the query. Okay, it will search the query in the Google. Now it will speak to me. These are the results. So let's start the function.
Hello.
Google search Ramayana.
So I've said go to Ramayana. It will
These are the
search
results, sir.
the Ramayana in the Google. As you can see, it has searched the Ramayana in the Google. And that's pretty much it. So these are the four
That's it.
important functions. Okay, these are the four important functions, and other function I will explain now. In the next video, I'm gonna tell you how to make the open apps sending message functions. Okay, so if you have any question, any query, anything related to it, you can ask in the comments. I'll gladly answer those.
Ramayana.
So, and I can search anything I want. Okay, for example, even if I said
Search YouTube Ramayana Mahabharata.
so it will just search Ramayana and Mahabharata in YouTube. So that's it. That's a complete function. Thank you.